Well, here's what could be a final update on this story. We've been covering it for quite some time now. It is the lawsuit with Abin versus CBS. It's a final resolution has been taken. Not really a resolution. It is technically a loss for Anas. If you're not familiar with this, Anas Abin, who's a game developer, created a game Tardigrades, which elements of it was taken by CBS, someone at CBS, and incorporated into the Star Trek Discovery TV series. Now, one thing is that, it is tough, and I'm going to tell you this, and I said this before, when it comes to cases like this, where it's plagiarism and stuff like that, you've heard it in the past before. It's hard to get resolutions to it, or basically it's settled, and the settlements are basically locked up where you don't know who won, who lost, or whatever to the situation. In this case, we hear from Anas, and he says, this is directly from his website. I just returned visiting my dad from the cemetery. I got the news that the judge ruled against me. I would like to thank everyone who supported me. I don't have enough words to describe my gratitude to everyone who believed in me and my case. I cannot thank my lawyers enough for believing in me and fighting for me. I respect the ruling, and I expect everyone to do so. I'm not sure what will happen to my project now or my independent game development career in general. It's a shame. It's a real shame that this happened. But like I said, it is a tough road. I mean, he had so much evidence of this nature, but unfortunately, some of the rules and evidence, and we're waiting to see if someone will release the transcripts on this. I'll be interested to see what the transcripts will look like, because basically, I want to know what the judge ruled, why it ruled for CBS. I mean, this case has been going on since August of 2018. Wow. Over a year this case has been going to. And it's a shame that, you have to see these situations. Nick Rekieta briefly touched on this case a while back. He'll probably come up with another. I don't know if I haven't paid attention on his site recently because there's a lot going on. He'll probably he'll explain it if he gets the paperwork from it. But I mean, this has happened. It and it's happened many times. And I'll tell you, when you hear Kurtzman done this before with another movie series. Was that movie they called The Island, whatever the hell it was? About people trying to sort of like a Logan's Runish type movie on there, and they were sued for plagiarism on there. In fact, it was settled out of court on there, and that's Kurtzman was involved with that, and I think Orico, I can't never pronounce his name, who's also involved with the Star Trek TV series as well on there. So this is not the first time to their situation that they've done this, and it's a shame that the outcome on this. And there's so many other stories you hear. You hear like the Babylon 5 story versus Deep Space Nine. A lot of people are like, well, you can't. Well, there's a lot of people who worked with Michael Straczynski, and they'll tell you, he says, yeah, they did take it, because basically Paramount had the scripts and files on the development of this storyline with them for quite some time. So they had the chance to copy a lot of things. Water, good. And there's been other tales, Star Trek Voyager, a couple of other things that have been taken. That's not the first time. And when you see that the series is not doing well, because it's been rushed, and and I do believe, and like a lot of other people believe, is that basically they rushed the series, and this is the reason why Anas's stuff got ripped off is that because they needed elements for the show, and obviously somebody just like got up, saw it, and said, "Let's use this." It's somebody's junky game. They're trying to develop. They will get away with it, but sometimes it comes back and bites you in the ass. It truly does. And one day CBS will get its due, as they say, because they've harmed this series, practically destroyed, buried, and it's a shame. It's a real shame. The other half of this story itself, with the Nas Abin, this has to go to where legislation has to come in and changes in the copyright rules and regulations, because basically, a lot of these corporations, they use that, some of these rules and stuff like that are available on there to get away with this. And there are people who have created things in their lives, real nice stuff, that could have been something, could have done well, and it was taken away from them. It's like saying you made a painting and someone took it and put their name on it and put it in the Louvre or the Museum of Modern Art, or and you're the one who made the painting, but someone else took credit for it. And there's nothing, there's certain, you follow the rules and try to get yourself compensated for the situation, but then some of those rules are against you, and that's what happened here. It's probably, we just got to wait to see what, if the paperwork does come out, if it's not blocked or anything of that nature, we'll be able to find out why they got ruled against him on there, which it is a shame. And if he decides not to continue game development, that's a shame also, because you lose someone creative. And that's why some of these greedy corporations, they end up this way. And I say that, greedy corporations. There are people that just literally just want to, they stifle the creativity of others. You can't stifle the creativity. There are people out there that are going to be doing a good job. You take their stuff and use it for, and you slap on, and you said you did it yourself. That's wrong. Pay the guy. Pay him. Show him the money. Admit you were wrong. Even though someone messed up in your office, admit you were wrong. Take the least traveled road. Not the most traveled by saying, nah, it is ours. We, don't know what he's thinking about, don't know what he's on there. And and he tried to resolve this outside the courts, but CBS didn't give him the time of day. Goes to show the mentality over at CBS. And this is why a lot of these TV series and stuff like this fails for this reason, and they wonder why they can't make money. This is why you screw over people. This is what you get. So comment below. Tell me how upset you are on this, because I'm upset. The guy should deserve a share to what he did, what he created. It should be that they should resolve this situation. So you'll see us here weekly, Monday through Thursday. Most of the time, it's the same time of the evening on there. Thank you to those who have subscribed and liked the show. Pass this show on. Thank you for tuning in to Man with the Show on QTCast TV. We'll see you on the next video.